Today, we're gonna put real Formula One tires on our 6x6 K-Truck.
And these are not replicas. These are race-used wheels from the 2014 Marisha, and the tires brand new from Pirelli. So when the YouTube channel Quadrant reached out to ask if we could do this, and if they could fly out a real Formula racing driver to put it to the test, we knew it would be an insane amount of work, but the only right answer was yes.
One front tire and one rear tire, so you can make sure the hubs are similar in terms of designing process, and then it's time to make some adapters so we can put Formula One tires on a 6-wheel drive K-Truck. I'm pretty sure that'll be the first time that's ever happened in the world. There might be some issues with turning and scrub radius and such, but it'll look cool. That ball joint is entirely destroyed. Nope, I messed that up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know what I did. This is 2 1/4, and when I was drawing it up in CAD, I just had a failure of measuring. Yeah, so turns out this is easily gonna fit on here. I already got 3 cut out, even with my one failed one. There's actually enough space for all 6. If I can get all 3 stacked up halfway decently, should be done with all of that part. So got all 6 of those drilled out, and they do actually fit.
Oh, the spacers are gonna bring you out over the hub.
Exactly, yeah. I have made an old-fashioned phone. So, wheels, tires, look at these beautiful things. They weigh like, well, those 2 are still taped together. They weigh nothing.
I haven't picked them up yet.
Yeah, super lightweight. Go like that, and it'll go here. So yeah, I designed up this part this morning, and you'll notice the inside of this wheel has 18 little holes in it for the drive pins. Now, I made an 18-bolt pattern, then I took out 3. I will drill and tap so that I can thread a bolt through from the backside. The Google says 27 PSI front, 22 rear for Formula One tire. So, yeah, feel how light this whole setup is.
Wow, that's incredible.
0.8675, and the way that math works is the center line of the circle, of the bolt circle, minus the inner diameter, divided by 2, and that gives me the measurement from this edge to center line of the drill bit. Hello, Einstein. you look real silly out there being all wet. That's actually not bad. Like, they don't wobble. And what I'm thinking here is I'll run this bolt all the way in until its threads stop, just and then cut the end off and then Loctite it in place. So it'll just be a pin here with no head. I'm pretty sure everything we're doing here today is a world's first, but I can guarantee it's the first time used 1965 American LaFrance fire truck bolts are gonna be holding the torque of a Formula One wheel. Rather than ugga-dugga these with the bolt head, I can cut it off and then I can use a nut or two to pull it through from the backside. And that way, I can round these over beforehand using the old North Idaho quick lathe. Do I have a vise? Yes. Am I stubborn? Also yes. Bada bing. Formula One spec right there. And speaking of high-tech, exciting things, we have this 2024 Tacoma with a GFC roof tent, and we're giving it away. So every $5 you spend on merch, like this sweet Humvee hoodie, gets you an entry to win this whole truck. It's gonna be getting a whole lot more upgrades as we go. Wheels, tires, suspension, a winch, skid plates. But yeah, check out these latches. They're extremely satisfying. Click, click.
Quality.
And we're gonna throw in this here power bank with the truck so you can power all of your overlanding needs. Look at that. They've got different modes. You can change the darkness. And this Go Fast camper is obscenely easy to set up. Just pull these clips, and away you go. Your bedroom is complete.
There are only a few more weeks to enter, so definitely check it out on grindhardplumbingco.com. We print the shirts, pack and ship all from North Idaho, and you guys buying the merch is one of the biggest contributors to growing our channel and what we are able to do. So thank you so much.
Good boy. What do you think?
Bjorn says, "Don't give me away."
No, you don't get to go with the truck. You stay here. Figured out a length on this. It needs to be about 3.5 inches to go from the back side of the spacer I'm making to inside the wheel to where the cone washer is gonna hold it all together. So, I'm thinking for the rears, since they're so much wider, I'm just gonna make them minimum distance. We have some large nuts here and bolts. So these, I'm gonna be able to put in the lathe and turn them down to fit inside that diameter there. So the outside diameter of this doesn't matter to anything. It doesn't touch anything, it's just there. The inside diameter is where the nut will go. But there's enough meat on these nuts that I should be able to turn off the outside diameter of these a bit, and then also turn out the inside diameter of this just a smidgen, so that it's perfectly true to the wheel that it's bolted on.
Seems like that was perfect.
Yeah. Well, before I weld it, I'm gonna go ahead and make one of the flange, washer, chamfer, thingamajiggers. 6061 aluminum is strong. Got it all roughly sized up here and the whole board through it. Let's see, bolt. Yes. That's it, that's a pretty nice looking part there.
Yeah, that turned out great.
Should be good to go. And excellent timing. The extra adapters, or the spacers just showed up. Hallelujah. Nice. Now that I have wheel adapter prototype number 1 more or less completed, I'm gonna go ahead and switch into production mode. And I'm gonna cut out 5 more of these wheel plates.
Boy, that looks kind of crazy.
Yeah. The only place in which it's not like super duper overkill clamped and squared is right here. It's gonna warp no matter what I do, so go ahead and weld that there. All 6 of them welded up, aside from the nuts. I know this is only 4, the other 2 are on the K-truck. Very nice, very nice. One more weld session, and we're in business.
I'm gonna fly.
Dang, son, look at this. We got ourselves a whole flock of adapters.
It's quite satisfying seeing all these laid out like this.
It's extremely satisfying. Shall we count how many pieces I had to make here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 pieces that had to be made or modified per spacer. 8 times 6, 48. Dang. We'll call it 9 pounds. That's crazy! 9 pounds. That is an insanely lightweight wheel. The sticker says tires must always be stored above 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Interesting. Well, the shop probably doesn't really get below 40 degrees very often.
I imagine not. It actually stays pretty warm in here.
Yeah, I don't know about the drive to Oregon and back for this trip we're doing. That might get below 41 degrees, but yeah. It's not like we're going 200 miles an hour on these tires, so. All right, now that I've got my wheel spacers pretty much all done, or wheel adapters rather, time to fix all the broken bits, mainly this ball joint. That is the most broken ball joint I've ever seen that's still holding together somehow. Yoink. That's not much play. It's fine. It's good for another 100 miles. In the spirit of F1,
you know, doing things quickly. Let's see how fast I can put all 6 adapters and tires on the K-Truck. World's slowest Formula 1 tire change. Coming right up.
All right, ready, set, go. Faster, faster.
Oh, if I had an Ugga Dugga in one hand, I could. Hang on.
All right, first tire was off right at 30 seconds. All right, that is 2 in just under 5 minutes. Not gonna be under 10, but might be under 11.
Yep. I think I got this.
Oh, you're gonna be so close to under 12.
Boom!
11:48.26.
Nice! Still, I'd say not bad. 12 minutes for putting on 6 adapters and swapping out the tires. I'll take it. Whole video, done, real time, 12-minute video. We put Formula 1 tires on a K-Truck.
This is like quite the opportunity, and it looks so cool.
The problem is, we don't have a giant wing.
Wow, it's so cool. I can't believe how small it is. It looks so much bigger on TV.
Yeah.
34?
34 pounds for a whole wheel and tire.
On the heavy side.
Yeah. 48. That's 12 pounds per tire lighter.
Oh, that's nice, man.
It's really nice that it's a hexagon too.
Well, our designer Yuri watches the show religiously, so he figured it out. Could you imagine copping that sticker and winning a new Tacoma?
That'd be a win-win.
That'd be a win.
Missing a front axle. Let's see if it'll, That'll warm up the tires, you know.
Let's feel him. Still pretty cold. We might need to do a couple more.
There's a lot of dust on the floor.
Looks like it's straight out of a video game.
Yeah, it doesn't look real, does it?
Not one bit of it looks real, man. It drifts so much better because the knobs are like only sticking out this far.
Yeah, before we just would always get too much traction.
Yeah, you could just confidently drift it without rolling it. Hopefully. I'm not jinxing nothing. There's some wood. Touch it quick, man! Okay, we're good.
Drift machine. Man, I could just keep going until there's nothing left of these tires. This thing's so much fun. It's so weird to drift. Like, it's a really short wheelbase for one, and that extra axle in the middle, like when I was doing donuts in here, sometimes it would donut like a four-wheeled vehicle, and then other times it would start pivoting on the center axle and do like almost a cyclone donut.
I saw that.
Even without the front tires driving. It's so weird, but man.
Oh no!
What
It's in a puddle!
No!
Oh man.
Dude, that's literally a puddle the exact size of the drone.
What? The only puddle besides that big
It's
one.
in the back of a Power Wheels. It's a Power Wheels puddle. Classic.
You know how many people came up to me at SEMA? They're like, I like it when you crash the drones. We got these new koozies. I noticed that your beverage does not have a koozie yet. And it says look twice for monster choppers.
It's camo even.
Yeah, so that you can lose your beverage.
Cool.
Well, we're off to Portland with quite possibly the coolest looking load that we've ever towed on a trailer. We got the K-Truck on its F1 tires and all of its ridiculousness. And then, you know, to top it off, we got the Barbie camper on sand paddles. Assuming everything goes well after we hit trails with this, we're gonna take it to the dunes and see how it does in the sand. Also do the same with this, because we've never taken it to the dunes. And I can tell you just from the lap around the shop to load it up, it does wheelies with the paddles on there, so.
Hey,
We're gonna
be a good trip.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, the K-Truck with the Barbie camper on the back looks really, really cool, but it is terrible for fuel mileage. We're just towing a giant wall against the wind. We're currently getting 9.6 miles to the gallon. Nice!
The sun is going down and the fuel economy is getting bleak.
The fuel economy is going down, just like the sun, and about as rapidly. We've now reached a new personal record for worst fuel economy I've ever seen in this truck. 8.1 miles to the gallon.
It's so windy.
Oh yeah, we're pushing just a massive headwind all day.
There's no thread. You know, the thread will sustain.
We don't fit in the parking garage of the hotel. Why we thought of this just now, I don't know.
Yeah, and we brought 6 spare tires in the bed of an open pickup truck. So we're stashing them in various locations that are not the bed of the pickup truck, like inside the K-Truck cab and inside of the Tundra cab.
Us North Idaho boys are just used to leaving our stuff out unlocked wherever we go.
Hey, don't tell people that.
Yeah, that's the Kamraba statement of the century.
Yeah.
I know why city people build low race cars and not big monster trucks.
For real.
Who would have thought the first time getting the K-Truck at the dunes on Formula One wets?
Yeah, not something I predicted. You were editing all week, but Steven and I have just been saying stuff like that all week as we were building the adapters. Like, wow, never thought this was gonna happen, but here we are. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun in that one.
I think I see what you mean by the wheelie. Hey everyone, I'm Max Futrell. I'm a retired racing driver. I used to race all the way up until F3, so go-karting, Formula 4, Formula 3. I got to test some F1 cars. So I have a little bit of driving experience, to say the least, but not in a 6-wheel truck with wet tires on it in the sand. So this is a whole new thing for me, but yeah, super excited.
You've never done any sort of off-road before, yeah?
No, so yeah, my whole life and learning about driving is keeping it in a straight line and having no sideways action to go as fast as possible. So this is all opposite of what I've learned for the last 12 years of racing. So,
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I drove the 2012 car, which very similar tires to these, pretty much the same. And the 2017 car, those had a lot wider tires. Like the rear tires on those were like this big. So I tried both.
Nice. Well, we like making fun of Jeeps, but this is like too good.
Yeah.
You literally went 3 feet off of the main trail and you're already stuck.
Yeah,
That's
what kind of
just-
tires are these? I've never seen a Jeep on anything like that.
Looks awesome. Can't wait to give it a go.
Yeah.
What is this thing on top?
That's a Barbie dream camper that you get at the, Costco, Walmart. And ours just happens to have a 2-cylinder, 750cc 4-wheel drive setup.
Yeah, I don't think you get those standard.
With like 13 inches of suspension travel.
Yeah, these are the best Fox air shocks you can get for snowmobiles. The suspension is unbelievable. These Formula One tires hold a lot of volume, huh?
They do. There's a lot of air in there. Takes forever to. Actually, I didn't think to throw in a valve core remover tool to just let it out real quick, but really we just need to buy an actual air down tool again. We had one and then somebody accidentally stole it.
I generally just looked around after putting the GoPro and just saw the knife and didn't see. I was
Just
like,
ready to stab you.
He's sabotaging the production. Off drifting around in 4-wheel drive where our front axle isn't powered to see what we could do drifting wise. But pretty soon here we are definitely going to need that 6-wheel drive.
Unbelievable. I could do this all day.
I want your seatbelt just in case.
Just in case.
I have rolled it and I was very glad I had the seatbelt.
That's a good idea.
It does great out here, but like I really needs about 3 times the horsepower.
It does need a bit more power.
Yeah.
It's
How
so
does it
fun.
feel
It's just like
overall?
you're kind of in slow-mo on a lot of it. It's like
Yeah.
really cool. You can think about everything you want to do.
Yeah, you have so much time to react. But yeah, it's funny because like in 4-wheel drive, it'll cruise around pretty good, but as soon as you hit a hill or stop, you switch it to 6-wheel and it just trundles right out, and then you pop it back.
We went up there and
yeah.
it was like, we're stopping.
You look like you haven't done this before.
I have not done this before. I'm holding on for dear life, literally.
We made it!
We made it!
Here we are! We made it!
My goodness!
It's for real days like this where you're just smiling and smiling and you're like, man, I really like my job. Just drove the K-Truck out here. Feels like it's on a bunch of balloons with those tires. Actually pretty cushy suspension because the suspension of the K-Truck kind of stinks, to be honest. It's not meant to have that much weight on the front of it.
Huh?
Ready to party?
Yeah!
All right, let's go. I think it's gonna be the most different thing you've ever driven.
I don't even know what to expect. Honestly.
Are you gonna give it a go?
I choose life, I feel like.
I'm not used to these ones.
Retired racing driver, can't figure out to put a helmet on.
Yeah, it's like using the halo to get it.
Yeah!
Very familiar.
He's also used to mechanics doing up his belts for him as well.
Wish me luck.
Good luck!
Good luck! That's not good. It sounds like a two-step turbo situation. Those spitting flames, you see that?
Yeah.
That's not exactly what you want. Hey!
Yeah, I might have forgot to put it in four-wheel drive for you.
All right.
There. The whole electrical system's being a little weird. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I fiddled around with a fuse, and then the lights came back on, and then it needed to jump. You have a problem with your tire there. It's no longer attached to the wheel.
We're trying to get one more shot. It's really properly storming. There's gonna be like 100-year storm here tomorrow, and I think this is the beginning of it. Holy smokes, gotta keep my lens clean, man. We were missing tires, my camera was completely full of water, it was getting dark, and the storm was getting so much worse. So we went back to the hotel and woke up to snow, which I think is going to put these Formula One tires over the limit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeehaw!
That's what F1 tires are meant for.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're for wet, driving on pavement, or should I say tarmac. Anyway, I don't think they were designed for snow, but this is fun. I think we'll be able to get some six-wheel drifts going on this.
Oh yeah.
That was four-wheel, obviously, but with a little more space.
Six-wheel Cyclone Donuts, here we go.
Yeah. And make sure you throw all the snow at your friends.
You know, you had time to move out of the way.
After After messing around in the parking lot, we attempted to climb 2 snowy mountains. You can check that all out on Quadrant's YouTube channel and get a little more detailed analysis on how these tires actually performed. But for us, we can't wait to go home, get the K-Truck registered, and take it out on the street. And don't forget, every $5 you spend at grindhardplumbingco.com gets you an entry to win this Tacoma with a Go Fast camper setup. Good luck, and we'll see you next week.